Okay guys, just a quick video here from the channel. I'm going to make electrolysis tank today. Every metal detector person, YouTube channel, you name it, personality, they do have one of these. It's crucial because if you want to clean up your rusty parts and see what they actually are, if you find an old gun, car parts, blah, blah, blah. So long story short, that's what I have today. I found a car part out on a home site. By Googling it, it's supposed to be like a 59 or 50s model car. Doorknob is all I could find. Now it could be for a door off the old house over there too, but my father-in-law, he's from back in the day, and he thinks it's a doorknob off a Chevy or a Ford door. So I'm going to make this electrolysis tank today. See, I got all my stuff here today. Super simple. I'm actually watching a YouTube video of how to do it so I can build my own. So I'll have it forever. So we're going to do that. So I will bring you along for the ride as I add different things. I'll show you. And then we'll actually get to the part where we're doing the electrolysis. All right. Okay, so I drill my holes in my bucket. As you can see, I'm going to put this through my bucket like this. And then this is going to hold the electrode rods, I guess you would say, that's going to have the power source hooked to it. And then it gives me a non-conductive barrier between everything. I want this to be as safe as possible, so I'm going to use PVC and plastic for everything. And then what I'll do is I'll connect the two electrode, I guess, rods, if that's what you want to call them, with some wire and solder to make sure they have a good set. So when I hook the alligator clip to it, they're connected. So we're only running 2 amps. It's 120 volts, but it's 2 amps off a battery charger, so it shouldn't be that much. But you don't want to stick your hands in this. You want this to be safe. So I'll start the next step. All right, so pretty much it's going to look like this. I got to close the gap on this so I have it up like this. And then this is where I'll attach the alligator clip. I'll wrap the wire really good. I'll bring it across, put it to that one. And that'll make the water positive. And then you actually ground out the actual part. So what that does, that pretty much charges the molecules in the water. I guess it would be, I'm not full scientist on this, but it charges the water with a positive, and then it negatively grounds the material, so it causes the rust to unbond and be attracted to the positive side, so which therefore is the water, which it falls to the bottom. I think that's how it works. I'm not for sure. I'm not a scientist or a new do I show. I think I am. I'm just building a home project. So hopefully this will work. There's not much to this. I'm going to seal them holes up on the sides so nothing comes off. Oh, and one other thing, guys. When you do this with the vinegar, the salt, and the power and the water and all that, it makes hydrogen gas. So you have to make sure this is outdoors or in a well-ventilated area because hydrogen gas is explosive. So do not do this in your house and let it run for hours and hours inside your house next to a Ignite system. All right, to the next step. All right, guys, so I got more of my tank built. So what I did here is these are going to be what they call the nodes, is what they were calling them. That what will be the power. So the positive side would go to that. I made this and this so I can hang my parts off of it, but at the same time keep my hands out of the water and pull them up. But of course I will be unplugging this before I touch it, but just in case. It is electricity and water. You know that don't mix. But all right, so I'm just going to keep going. I'll show you some more when I get. All right, guys, so I just built a little frame here. I did this so I could move it. This piece here will be for the negative. You always negatively ground the part, and you positively ground the nodes. So it just the way it works. So now I can just hook, to be safe, I can hook my ground over here. It'll ground out to the part. I'll hang the part off here with some wire. And then I'll positively charge this. And voila, done. And we'll see if it works. I'll finish all the finishing touches and we'll try to get started. All right, guys, so I pretty much finished up here. So basically cheap. I had all this at home. Had to buy nothing. This was 100%, you know, like I always say on P&D Outdoors, cheaper the better. Homemade. So all I did was use some, I think it was like 14 or 16 gauge wire to hook the two electrodes together, or the two nodes together, which will have the positive side of the battery cable coming to it. And then all I did was make me a non-conductive plate of aluminum for the negative. So I'll hang my part from here, and then I will put the negative on there like that, and that's going to work. The only thing we're going to have to do before we get started is I got to go to the Walmart and buy the washing soda. They said not to use vinegar and salt mixture because it puts off a chlorine gas. So clearly not going to do that either. So I'm going to go get some washing soda, and maybe tomorrow we'll set this thing up, and I'll bring you some videos, and maybe we can get this piece right here cleaned up and see what it's like. Like I said, every metal detector needs a electrolysis bath, so now I got me one. All right. Okay, guys. So back out here on the porch today. Later this evening, I got my electrolysis tank set up. Everything you see here was at my house already, so I had to spend no money other than this. That's so we don't create any gases that will blow us up or kill us. So I'm going to put a tablespoon of that to a gallon of water. So I'm going to do that, get the water mixed, and then we'll plug it in and see what happens. If I don't have good connections, I'll have to rethink my design, but we'll see. All right, guys, so I got the water in. I put 2 gallons in. So I'm going to put, this is half a tablespoon, so it's a tablespoon per gallon. So I'm going to put 4 of these in, mix it up, plug it in, and you know it's working if the bubbling's coming off the part. If the bubbling's coming off the electrodes, then it's backwards. But I have the red hooked up to the electrodes, the ground to the part. As you can see, I'm going to be grounding out this whole piece, but it's on plastic, so it's non-conductive. It should run the ground directly down. So, all right, so hopefully it'll work. We'll turn it on here. All right, guys, so I got the water in. I put 2 gallons in, so I'm going to put, this is half a tablespoon, so it's a tablespoon per gallon. So I'm going to put 4 of these in, mix it up, plug it in, and you know it's working if the bubbling's coming off the part. If the bubbling's coming off the electrodes, then it's backwards. But I have the red hooked up to the electrodes, the ground to the part. As you can see, I'm going to be grounding out this whole piece, but it's on plastic, so it's non-conductive. It should run the ground directly down. So, all right, so hopefully it'll work. We'll turn it on here. All right, guys, so we got the solution together. We turned it on. I didn't have enough water. You need as much electrodes in the water as possible to get more current. And roughly, my piece is about 6 inches off each electrode, which is good because the closer the electrode, the better it works. As you can see, it is clearly bubbling, and it is bubbling crazy. That means it is working. It is working very well. You can see right against the stem, the bubbles just pouring off of that thing. So, yeah, see, look, it's already taking stuff off. So, I'm telling you, it's working. Homemade, free, had everything at home. Now I got my own electrolysis tank, so anything that we get rusty, I can make it look new again. So awesome. And it just took stepping on some wire. So it's water, that household laundry booster. Make sure it's the washing soda. And a 2 amp, not 6 amp, not 12 amp, a 2 amp, 120 volt car charger. And whatever you do not touch the water while this is turned on. Always have someone with you to remind you that do not touch anything while it's plugged in. I don't know how bad of a shock it'll give you. 2 amps ain't that much, but it's still 120 volts. So, yeah. So always make sure you have someone with you to make sure it's unplugged before you touch the stuff. So we're going to let this go for a couple hours, and we'll come out and check it. All right. All right, guys. So I let it go for about 3.5 hours now. You can see that it clearly is taking some rust off, so that's pretty awesome. I'm going to shut it off and check it real quick and then leave it off because we're going to bed. It's midnight. I'll do some more tomorrow. All right. I'll show you finished product tomorrow afternoon when it's done, depending on how long I let it go. All right, guys, back here again. It's the next day. As you can see, I left that thing in there for about 4 hours. It's working slowly. I think I need a little bit more nodes. I only have 2 nodes in the water. I think I need 4 nodes. The more nodes you had, the more power. And plus this, I grounded it by the wire, and I don't think the wire's, sorry about the camera there. I don't think the wire is touching it or grounded enough to the piece to really make it happen. So I'm going to hook the ground here, but I'll do it again some other time. I didn't want to waste that much power and that much time on something like this. Just because, you know, I know it's just either a door handle or a car handle. So, I mean, it's cool. It's old, but it was eating this away too. I mean, it almost ate all this off. So, I'm going to stop and leave it there and just call it a day with that. But I have electrolysis plant now, so I can do this. More and more. Actually, I can probably knock all that off with just hitting it with a hammer or chipping it. So I might clean it up some more. But all right, guys. Till then, till my next electrolysis, if we find something. I'll bring it to you. So hope you enjoyed the video. Easy peasy to make one. So P&D Outdoors.